Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zielonka, which I now know is Poland. I think. I'm pretty sure it said Poland. Today, what have we done? We've applied lime and fertilizer to the field. We're going to start the next day. We're going to buy a cultivator, take it to our land, and then we'll see what needs to be done. I don't think there'll be any weeding requirements yet, obviously, because we've just cultivated it. Check as well, see what the stone situation is like. I don't think that we'll have an issue yet. And then we'll plant wheat, I think. What time do we want to wake up? I'm an early riser, morning person, so we'll start at 6:30. Hopefully today you'll notice the voiceover audio quality is a bit better. I've improved my setup so that there should be less background noise and a bit more of a consistent sound, which is always a positive. Let me just check the map, see if there's anything I should be... Why is the yield low? Okay. Oh, we have weeds. Okay. Oh yeah, look at those. Well, I didn't think there would be a weed issue, but apparently we're going to have to deal with that. So, first things first, cultivator. I think I'll save the weeder until next month, once we've got a crop in. Because once we've cultivated, there shouldn't be an issue with the weeds. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. Cultivate the fields. Get a seeder so we can plant the wheat. Make sure that everything is fertilized properly. There's nothing to do there. And then we should be all set. Next month we'll be able to check if it needs to be weeded again. I imagine based on the growth that we've had this month, we probably will. But that's not a problem. There's plenty of cheap or affordable weeders. Have to break well early. Ooh. There's plenty of affordable equipment in the shop. We have 53,000, which is not much. Not much considering the amount of equipment that we're likely to need. So I think what we'll do is we'll make sure that our field is ready today. We'll see if there's any contracts that we can do on other farms to raise a little bit of cash. Soil cultivation. Oh, look at that. Cheap. Even cheaper. 2.4 meters. I know some of these are mods, so they're going to be cheaper. I don't understand why some of them are so cheap. Let's have a look. What? Big... I'm not going to spend half my money on a cultivator that my tractor probably could not pull. So that's 4 meter width, 9,500. That's the biggest width out of any of these. Wait, did I say 4 meter width? Yeah, but it's cheaper than that one. It's also cheaper than some... Okay, it's slightly more expensive, but I think it's worth it for the extra meter. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, buy that. Nice. I don't know if I need a front weight to pull this. Should have brought my front loader. Ooh. Though I have... Well, it remains to be seen. I'll see when I edit this video if the audio quality is actually improved. Even though I've improved the voiceover, I still have the problem of not being able to do two things at once. So I can either talk and give, you know, minimal commentary, what I actually do now, which is not much. Oh, that's a that's a high curb. Not very forgiving at all. I can either give a little bit of commentary and sit in a menu while I pretend to look at stuff while I'm actually concentrating on talking, or I can get on with it and stutter my way through a sentence or two. I'm trying to balance it out and do a bit of both. I missed the turning. As it happens, I have not finished editing the first 2 episodes. I have them ready to go, but I want to use the time that I have where I can actually record voiceover, make the most of it and record the voiceovers. So I've got some Planet Zoo videos on the go, and I wanted to record another episode of this. Okay. I'm going to do this myself, of course. 4 might be a bit much. I'll do 3 headlands, show lines. Okay. Nope, I need to actually lower it first, don't I? Doesn't need to be turned on. Nice. Okay, we're cultivating. Yeah, what a day. Tell you what, I think in another life I was a farmer, because the entire lifestyle suits me perfectly. Working for yourself, it's always easier to work for yourself, you know, to motivate yourself to get out of bed in the morning. Oh, okay. I was probably a farmer in a time when they used horses for everything still, because the reversing, the driving skills did not transfer. Anyway, we'll do this in a time lapse because, well, unless you want to sit here and watch me do this entire field with this 4 meter width, I don't think people want to see that. So we'll get this finished and then we will assess our position. As I thought, Cultivator did a good job on the weeds. So, it's a good job didn't invest in one of those just yet. I think the next job is going to be seeding. I'll put this away, make sure, have a look at the map, make sure that the field is ready. And there's nothing else that I need to do. Oh no. That's not going to fit in there, is it? Okay, we'll put this somewhere else. Not a problem. Put it around here. That'll do. Okay. Let's have a look at the fields. See where we're sitting. Seedbed. Ready. Okay. Okay. What we're going to do then is look at the seeders. What was it? Where was it I was looking? Were they in here? Yes. Yes, they are. 4 meters, 5.2 meters. So we're going to go with, I think for the sake of our bank balance, we're going to go with this. I don't want the side attachers. Duo rib. Interesting. Perfect. What sort of capacity? Just over 1500. Okay, we'll buy some seeds as well. Make sure that we have everything we need. What? That's slightly more. I mean, not by much, but it's slightly more for the same price. Why would we not go for that? We'll just get the one for now. And see how that does. See how that does us. We'll go pick that up. I'm pretty sure it's wheat that we were looking at. Where am I going? Here we go. So barley and wheat can be planted this month. We want to get it in this month so that we can take it out in July. That way we've got time to put in canola. I mean, we'd have time either way, but I want to make sure that we've got plenty of time to get the field ready for the canola. So yeah, we'll get the seeds in. I think... Is there anything else that we'll need to do this month on our own field? Probably not. Maybe roll it. Might need to roll it once we've got the seeds in. That's one thing we could do. And then we should have a decent collection of equipment that we can then go and take on some contracts. So we'll see what's available. Might be able to get something done this month for a bit of extra pocket money. I really just want to make sure that we have everything we need to keep this field running continuously. So all the way around. Oh, I should have went the wrong way. So everything that we need to maintain and produce in this one field, or any fields really, once we've got all the equipment, it should be good for everything. And then we can look at other means of making money, like greenhouses, the mushrooms, chickens perhaps. I think that's a good way of, you know, I think, oh god, chickens and sheep seem to be, or sheep and goats seem to be the easiest animals to keep, because you just need to feed them hay or wheat or barley. Seed for the chickens, isn't it? Yeah. You just need to feed them one thing and then they'll keep producing products that can be sold. This doesn't... Okay. This has a fertilizer tank. I wish I'd known that. Okay, I wish I'd known that. Too late now. We've got the fertilizers. The spreaders. Well, we've only got the one spreader. We could probably get rid of that small one actually. The big one we can keep for the lime. The small one, if we've got this as well. I mean, it might make sense to just have the small one. I don't think we'll get a massive amount of resale for it, so yeah, might make sense to keep it. Farming equipment looks so aggressive. It's great. Like, if you're in a Mad Max situation, end of the world with just vehicles left, get farming equipment. Okay, we should have beached ourselves on that little bit there, but that's fine. It's okay. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to try and turn this now without taking out the neighbour's sunflowers. We're already on wheat, which is great. Okay, so lower. The automatic seed rate on, so that should be fine. It's on wheat. Does it need to be turned on? Doesn't look like it, does it? So I have access to this land. Okay, yeah. Seeds are going down. Perfect. This is purely mechanical. There's no electrics in this. It's just... That's cool. Alright. Another job. We're going to get this field done. So... We're going to get this field done. So... Again... Another... Time lapse. Fast forward. Speed up. Which is great for you, because you don't have to sit through the monotony, but... I'm going to actually enjoy this. I like taking a bit of time out of my day just to tend to my fields. So I'll bring you back in a second when the field has been seeded. I knew as I was coming over here, I was thinking I should bring the front loader just in case there's not enough space. Oh well. I'll pick it up at some point. I can't bother with it right now. I tell you what, I really love this tractor. I know I have my reservations about the power and the price, only because it seems like such an incredible early game tractor. 200 horsepower for, I think, what did I pay for it? Between 30 and 50, I think. Wild. But it has so much character and just, yeah, I really like, this was a great choice. It's a great choice of tractor. And yes, it takes a little while to stop. But once you get used to that, I mean, I actually like it. It's charming. That is the wheat planted. I'm going to have a look and see if it... Yeah, I'm going to see... I'll look at the menu, see what still needs doing on this field. I have a suspicion that it will need rolling. Let's see. Don't know if I'm going to do that this episode because we've already gone around this field twice today. Growing. Needs rolling. Okay. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm going to buy the roller. Let's go with red so that people can see it as a warning. The drawbar, we'll go with black because that's the colour of my soul. And the rollers will stick with grey. You know, the paint's going to get chipped off from being rolled across the ground, so what is the point? We own the roller, which is good. So we can do that when we want. Let's just see what contracts are available. That is a very long bit of land. 5,000 to cultivate that. 52, yeah? The thing with this is, it's so long and so straight. Yes, it's a massive field. Yeah, I'm just going to do... My thinking is, it's so long and so straight that it's just, you're just driving in a straight line a few times. It's not a lot of, you know, if it was a weird shaped field, it might be more of a pain to get around. I feel like this is a fine contract to do. So we'll do this quickly. I don't think I will show the whole thing because we've already done one cultivation today on our own field. But we'll complete this contract and then I think that'll be it for the episode. And we can start the next one with rolling the field this same month because I want to make sure it gets done before we need to weed it or anything. Yeah, so let's crack on with this and I'll bring you back when we're done. And we are Done. What a job that was. This would be a great field for me. Tell you what, you get the right size header on a harvester. You could do this in 3 or 4 passes. Can't complain about that. I think that is going to be all for today. I probably will need to start the next episode off with fuel. And then we will get our field rolled. Field rolled? Field rolled. Losing the ability to speak. Yes. Well, good timing then, because we're done. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one.